What is going on in the state of Virginia? Hey, you guys, it's Michael from the Loftus Party. This is insanity. This is complete insanity, and we're going to try to figure out what in the heck is going on in the state of Virginia. Okay, so a few days ago, the governor comes out and they got a new bill that they're talking about signing into law. Like, yep, late-term abortions. Go ahead and kill that baby right up to the moment it's delivered. And if you want to, even right after it's delivered. And you're watching this in shock. You're like, there's no way I heard that right. And then the governor is on the radio going, well, you know, we'd make the baby comfortable, and then we'd talk to the mom, and then lights out. And you're floored. You can't believe it. It's the most offensive, most horrifying thing you've ever heard in your life. And then, boom! Before you can say racist yearbook, somebody pops up. Oh, here's a picture of the governor in blackface, and everybody's like, "Whoa, offensive!" And you're like, "Whoa, yeah, that is offensive." I'm still not over the we're gonna kill the live baby thing, but I guess I'm supposed to be offended by this picture, which I am. Okay, so the governor comes out and he's like, I shouldn't have done that. That was crazy. And then he has another press conference. And he's like, you know what? That wasn't even me. We're going to use technology to figure that out because I didn't do that blackface. I did a Michael Jackson thing. I did a little moonwalk thing, but I didn't do that. So they're trying to dig into it, and I'm like, can we please get back to the dead baby thing? It was a very offensive Halloween costume you had there, guy. But you could there's counseling for that. Let's not forget we don't want to kill live babies. And then before you can focus on that, the lieutenant governor looks like he forced a girl into a Hummer back in the day, and everybody's like, ooh, that's offensive. I'm like, okay, yeah, that is very offensive. And then another girl comes forward, and then she's like, oh, he did something to me too. And you're like, holy smoke, now there's two people coming forward. And the Washington Post is like, we didn't really report it because, it's a Democrat, and we're supposed to be offended about that. And then before you can say, ding dong, can we get back to the killing of the baby things, here comes the Attorney General, the next guy in line. He's like, I did blackface too, but mine wasn't Michael Jackson. I did Curtis Blow, because I like funk. And you're like, okay, so everybody stop. That's a bad Halloween costume. You shouldn't make women do that. And I like funk, but don't do blackface. I thought blackface went out like in the 1940s, like with Amos and Andy. Who still does that in the 80s? And here I am again. I'm talking about blackface when I should be focusing on let's not kill babies. This is like the new Democratic fad. They love this. In New York, they passed a law. They passed it. Cuomo's like, yep, let's kill babies. Late-term abortion. Yay! Everybody cheers. And they lit up the One World Trade Center pink as if we're supposed to celebrate this monstrous legislation. That's a lot. This isn't like a clump of cells. This has fingers and it can smile. It's a baby, for God's sake. How can you cheer that? And then Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, they have the audacity to go, the wall is immoral. The wall is what? Not being allowed to break into my country is not immoral. Killing a kid who's already here, I would call that immoral. Sorry if I'm not offended enough about your choice in Halloween costumes. I'm offended about killing the babies. And listen, if you don't want to keep that baby, put it up for adoption. But we get some great people out of adoption. Holy smoke, John Lennon was adopted. Who else was adopted? John Hancock, the big signature on the Declaration of Independence. Boy, I'm glad they didn't kill that kid. I'm glad they didn't kill John Hancock or John Lennon. I'm glad they didn't kill Nelson Mandela, who was adopted, or Maya Angelou, or Eric Clapton, or Marilyn Monroe. You know who I'm really glad they didn't kill? I'm glad they didn't kill Steve Jobs, and they let that kid get adopted. I'm recording this stupid video on an iPhone thanks to someone not killing Steve Jobs. I appreciate that. So, it's weirdness in Virginia. People have their priorities all messed up. Yes, sexual assault is horrible, and yes, blackface is horrible, whether it's Michael Jackson or Curtis Blow. So they're all gone, in my opinion. The governor, the lieutenant governor, and now the attorney general. So according to the Virginia Constitution, with those guys gone, the next governor is The janitor. That's right, Pete the mop guy. You're in charge of Virginia, so please reconsider this legislation. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you very soon with another video.